Now, what do the Queen, Bob Monkhouse and Elton John have in common? Well, lots of money, obviously, but also private cinemas in their homes. But it's not just a hobby for the rich and famous. Stephanie Smith reports from the suburban bedrooms and drawing rooms where afternoons are matinee time.
Tonight, folks, we've got the African Queen, a really big one. Humphrey Bogart got the Oscar. Find yourself seats. Get yourself in there. There's plenty of room for you all.
Actor Ian Fairbairn is just one of a growing number of movie buffs who've converted a room in their home into a private cinema, putting on shows for family and friends. By day, this is a dining room, but at night it transforms into a magical picture palace.
Well, I don't believe it's going to happen. It is unusual, because it's in such a tiny space, too.
Ian's nicknamed his cinema the Odeum, and even has his own titles.
Well, I'm trying to repeat what I remembered when I was a youngster, when I went to the cinema. We always had a newsreel, we had shorts and always trailers, which we still have now, and then the main feature film.
You don't have to be wealthy to have your own cinema.
For £150 you can be up and running. That's with a screen, a sound projector, speakers, everything. And all you need then is a good set of curtains to blacken the room out. Films range from anything from £5 for a cartoon up to £650 for a full Gone with the Wind feature. It's very much like stamp collecting. Some films are rarer than the others and people will kill for these films.
One Ealing family has taken the whole thing to extremes. Dad, Keith Wilton, has his own cinema in a spare bedroom called Cinema Number 1. Elder son Mark has Cinema 2 in his bedroom. And younger son Andrew has Cinema 3 in his.
Well, we got 3 cinemas as such, which people laugh about, saying it's the first private triple cinema in the country.
Keith, a film editor, also reviews films for magazines, and it's quite usual for 3 different films to be showing in the house at once.
Well, I would tend to like films like The Adventures of Robin Hood. Mark tends to like the more modern films, like Over the Top with Stallone or City Heat with Burt Reynolds. And Andrew likes Lauren Hardy films and Elvis Presley films.
Businessman Ian Ruff has turned the barn of his home in rural Kent into a spectacular 20-seat cinema and has a library of 300 films. He decided he wanted to be a projectionist at the local cinema at the tender age of 13.
I'd see these cans of film, I thought, I want to be involved with that. Eventually plucked up courage to ask for a job, and the manager said, look, I'm sorry, we only employ men here, sonny, you know, run along. And I just pestered and pestered, and in the end he said, well, look, we'll give you, you know, you can spend some time in the projection box. We can't pay you because you're underage.
Ian regularly creeps over to the barn for a quiet evening with his films, but he prefers showing them to an audience.
It's just the whole showmanship, putting on a show and sort of, you know, getting the audience there and just appreciating people enjoying the whole show of it, really.
And showing tonight at the Odeum, fantastic programme. In Chiswick, this is Stephanie Smith for London Tonight.
God, how wonderful, no adverts, never to hear that Peckham on a wet Sunday afternoon ever again.
But can you get Cura?
Yes, that's
Cura, a crunch on the floor.